Hello and welcome back to Paleotalks. Today we're going to talk about the squid bear. No, I'm joking. Today we're going to talk about hyenodon and other predators of the sorts. So this is Hyenodon tortoise. This is the North American species. So this is the one we're going to be focusing on today, and it's sadly far less impressive than that one. But this was, for a time, for a few million years, this was the apex predator of North America. It had nothing to do with hyenas, for some reason. The scientists who named it decided, I'm going to call it hyenodon, because why not? Even though you look at its teeth, they're not very hyena-like. You look at its build, it's not very hyena-like. It just doesn't. Sometimes scientists are jerks, and they just decide to flip you the finger and name it whatever the heck you want to name it. And so it went extinct, scientists believe, due to competition from entelodonts, which were basically really mean carnivorous pigs. This is one of the smaller versions, one of the earliest versions, Archaeotherium. And as you can see, especially compared to the North American hyenodon, it was much larger. And now an important thing to note about the hyenodons, they were solitary hunters. They were not pack animals. Meaning that the increased size of Archaeotherium compared to the hyenodon made it a much more effective predator. And these are big, mean, ugly things that eat everything. And they both shared the same type of prey. It's just hyenodons had to do ambush hunting. These were better at running, bigger, meaner, and better at eating the things that they ate. After this, the entelodons started to not do so well. They mitigated that by getting bigger. They just got really big. And this is Daedon, or Dinohyus. And in the scientific community, we call it the hell pig. I am not making this up. That is not a joke. This thing is literally called the hell pig. And it's like the one I showed you before, except bigger and meaner. So, worse. Same as before, but worse. It's got these big, giant teeth. It's got a really strong bite force, and these can pretty much eat anything. So this is the one I showed you before. This is Archaeotherium, and this is Dinohyus. Much bigger, much meaner. Generally, these are not things you want to mess with. So you can see it here with, I think that's some sort of camel or something. There's some vultures in the background, but this likely would not be happening very nicely. And instead of being all looking at the viewer all angry, it would probably end up, confrontation between them would probably end up more along the lines of this with the other one off screen. Them more fighting each other and trying to kill each other. Again, solitary animals, eventually outclassed. Now this is before the land bridge came. This is before the land bridge and before North America and South America fused. So North America is entirely isolated. Sort of like it is now, except it's not connected to South America either. That's the crazy thing about this. Now this is before saber-toothed cats and dire wolves and things have come to North America. You may be wondering, wait, aren't horses from Europe? Why are there horses here? Horses actually, screw you, computer. Horses actually evolved in North America, as did camels. They evolved in North America, but eventually they went extinct in North America. But after the land bridge was made, it went over to Eurasia, and that's where it lived for a long time, until the European settlers came to America, and they brought with them horses. And that is how horses got reintroduced to America. History. Paleotalks. Teaching you prehistory and history. Now again, these are just big, mean pigs from hell, essentially. It's the best way I can describe them. They're not the little pigs these, I'd imagine their bacon would not taste very good. These are not friendly pigs. That's all this week.